So when I saw this out, my heart was actually broken because I really believe that, for people to decide to come together, to be together for these number of years, I don't understand why they should end up in a divorce. I know marriage is not a do or die affair. If it's not working, then there's no point being together. But I realize that these days people don't want to be selfless. Like, marriage is about selflessness. I won't lie to you. At some point, it's not all through. Of course, there are moments where, you know, enjoyment galore, right? But at least I've been married for 12 years. I can say one or two about marriage. But, a divorce, and I know this is a gospel artist like me. Shout out. All right. I know he's a gospel artist, and I'm wondering what could possibly have gone wrong. My husband said something, and when we were discussing this, he was like, for marriage to actually end, dissolve, it's actually up to the wife, right? If the wife doesn't want to let go, it won't end. If she wants to let go, it will end. Whether cheating, whatever it is, whatever the case may be. I don't know if you agree with that, but I saw so much sense in that, in the sense that if the wife says, okay, you know what, I've had enough, that will be it. And then if she says she wants to keep her marriage, that'll be it. So, but it just broke my heart to see, something like this. It always breaks my heart when I see divorces. I know nobody's perfect. I know no marriage is perfect. No marriage is perfect. No marriage is perfect. These are two people coming from two different backgrounds, two different mindsets, two different orientation. Just call it whatever it is. Two different, totally different. And even if you were friends before you got married, when you get married is another ball game entirely. You know, some men that have never had any woman disrespect them in any way. You come in and then your wife is calling you names, disrespecting you, even outside. For the wife, a man that you've never had to like submit to anybody, and then you have to call him, so do some things that you never had to do. You had your dad pampering you silly. You had your daddy's girl, and then you come to your man's house and he's treating you like, yeah, I saw a video where Regina Daddy was saying, in my house I'm the queen, and then in your house you treat me like, so all sorts. But there are also beautiful moments. So I realized that people have, over time, no more selflessness. It's all about me, 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 me. Because most times when they say irreconcilable differences, most times it's just, maybe about money, maybe about just something that the other person was unwilling to compromise, and then it gets to a point where they can't tolerate each other anymore, and then they split, and then it affects the children immensely. It affects the children immensely. I'm not saying that no one should divorce. I'm not saying that, but it's just something that is not palatable. I'm just wondering what would have gone wrong with Asu Ekiye and his wife. I just wonder. So, guys, what do you think about marriage? Do you think it's, for better, for worse? Is it the only thing I don't subscribe to in marriage? The major thing I don't subscribe to, in fact, the only thing I don't subscribe to is battery. Like, because I know that, especially the woman may not live to even see the children she's staying back in that marriage for. So I don't advise. It's better you separate temporarily until you sort yourselves out, and then if it continues, divorce. Sadly, for me, that's the advice I'll give anybody. So that's the only condition I say, because this life no get duplicates. If you die, that's the end. So if the man is beating the woman or vice versa, I've heard of some cases where the woman actually beats the man, yeah. But because it's a man, they don't like to bring it open. They don't like to even report to the police station because they are scared of being laughed at and all. So in those two cases, I don't subscribe to. I think if it's not battery, I don't know. I think they should be able to work things out. I'm praying for them. I'm going to start praying for them. I've not been praying. Now it just occurred to me that I should pray for them. I'll be praying for them to just, God see them through.